Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody?
Good morning.
Good, good. Crystal
What's
got them
going
new.
on?
She got them braids braiding. What's going on? She's like, I'm out. He was out last night watching the game.
No, I actually watched it at home
Oh, okay.
by my lonesome.
Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So, y'all go ahead and get started, Crystal. I'm gonna step out and make sure we got it in the group and stuff like that. But y'all go ahead and get started, and I'm gonna come back in.
Okay.
All right.
So KB, you watched the game last night?
I sure did. That's the first game, honestly, I think that I've watched from tip off to the end, and it was- I mean, it's probably one of the best games that I've seen. Just period. Like it
It
was
was
a
a
good
really,
game.
really good game.
It
Of
was a
course,
good
I'm a
game.
Tar Heels fan, but it was like 18 lead changes. Big shot after big shot.
There
You
was
really can't ask for, and then it is, like Ikon says, best rivalry in the game.
yeah.
Um, you really couldn't ask for a better game. It stayed close. The biggest lead was 7.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, it was just a really good game. Of course, I'm happy UNC won. We don't even have to beat Kansas. We don't have to beat Kansas because
It's
I actually don't think we're gonna beat Kansas. But
right.
you know, anything can happen. Because that's what North Carolina is. They're 8th seed. They ain't even supposed to be there.
They're
You
really
know.
not. They're really not. But them boys played like they had something. They was like, yo, we got something to prove. I don't know, like the motivation where it came from. Like they were on it. Like they were focused and they was taking risks. They're like, look, we come out here to win. Like we shooting. I don't know the Mavic, the white dude. My
Oh
man was
yeah,
my man was balling. Like he came out like, yo, I'm shooting.
he
I don't
did.
care. He was balling. Him and the point guard, and even the center when he went down, I was like, uh oh.
Yeah, because
But he
I
came
needed him
right.
to rebound. I needed him to
Yeah,
rebound. But Caleb
it came.
Love did again what he did against not Baylor, but who they played after Baylor?
I couldn't tell you.
I can't remember. But whoever it was when he just went hot shooting the three.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
he
yeah.
had 24 points in the second half. Or 22 because he had 6 the first half. So yeah, he was I don't know, he got another I don't know, like another gear. You know
It
what I'm
seemed
saying?
like
Like,
it.
yeah. I mean, he's shooting
It
that
definitely
ball.
seemed like it.
Yeah.
At North Carolina, just it seemed like they were just willing to do anything to win. And Duke seemed like they were trying to play within whatever their
System is, yeah.
yeah, whatever their system is, and like whatever they had game plan, they were
Right.
trying to stay within that. And North Carolina was like, boom, let's go. Like if it's open, take it. If it ain't, just play hard and let us do our thing. And it definitely showed off at the end. Them two missed free throws at the end
Yep.
for
That's
Duke.
what we might have been still watching the game if he made them free throws. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be North Carolina that missed the free throws though. But I figured it would come to free throws because the game was just too close. So something got to separate you. So yeah, that's
That
what I
that that last shot, I was like, when he pulled up for that three, because in my head I was like, the way North Carolina was shooting the threes, it's like they would shoot a three, and then Duke would come down, get a quick two, and then North Carolina missed, Duke come down, get a quick two, and they was like going back and forth like that. But
yeah.
it was like 11-point score, like three, 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 layup, and I was like, sheesh, and I was like, Coach K, you better call a timeout. What you doing?
Right. Do something.
You need to stop them boys 'cause they are rolling. And hey, man, North Carolina, if that was how you go out, like that's the last game you win, and you send out Coach K, hey man,
That's
y'all balled
I'm
out.
good. I'm good. I want the championship. You gotta get it in your head. You want the chip, if you're a player. But as a fan, I'm just happy Duke ain't getting it. Coach K ain't going out like that. North Carolina actually gave Coach K his first loss and now his last loss.
For real?
Yeah. And I think in 1980, I think I read that.
Oh, I ain't know that. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Coach K, man, he probably ain't had that type of excitement in a long time. Like coaching wise, like that was a good game. And then for it to be North Carolina on
Right.
top of that, it's just like that was crazy. Let's see.
Well, did you watch any of the Kansas game?
Nah, not really. I didn't because by the time because I was sitting, I was like, I was a game come on today, and by the time I turned on, it was towards the end. I was like, I don't want to miss that North Carolina Duke game.
Yeah.
I was like, so, but I saw the highlights in Kansas. Kansas boy.
Yeah. Kansas got a fast pace. They play at a fast pace. I kind of think North Carolina like playing at a fast pace.
Yeah.
But that's when you make mistakes if that ain't what you normally do. But yeah, Kansas looked good. They was, I didn't watch the whole thing because I actually had forgot that they were on. And I caught I caught part of the first half and then I caught part of the second half. But they do have a fast pace, and they were beating Villanova. When I watched, it was beating Villanova by like 14 or 15. I said, "Oh, this over." But Villanova did make it a game, though.
Yeah, they did. But Kansas, man, it just seemed like they have the players for like their roles. Like their guys are great for what they do. Like I got my guys on the edge, I got my guys in the paint, I got my guys that can isolate, and we just flow like a perfect motion.
Yep.
It's hard to beat that when it's like my shooter, he's just gonna shoot. My big man just focus on getting rebounds, dunks. They just a well-oiled machine, man.
Yeah.
Steve trying to get in here. Yeah.
You watched any of the USC, Louisville, Yukon, Stanford women's game?
No,
Those were also
I didn't get to
good.
watch those, and I was mad, man, because I really, really wanted to see that Stanford game. I was surprised they lost.
They had listen. Actually, I mean, so it wasn't really a good game, as in like good optics. Let's say because I don't root for neither one of them, but I do root against UConn, so I
Hmm.
want Stanford to win. But they weren't making shots. It was very low scoring. It was Stanford literally had the worst game they've played all year, and they waited till that night to play the worst. They couldn't make anything. I'm talking about open shots. I'm not even saying UConn's defense was even, you know what I'm saying? Like really
Hmm.
smothering them. They were missing wide open shots. And I was just like, I brag on y'all and this is what y'all do to me. So,
Right.
but UConn, and the thing I hate about UConn, but not like it's a good thing, but I hate Gino, number one. I think he's just so smug about everything, but this ain't
Man.
even this is kind of considered a down season for him. They had 5
Yeah.
losses. Paige was out for a period of time because she was hurt. They had a couple of COVID things where people was out. That's why Dawn Staley didn't play him. She was supposed to play him again,
Yeah.
and she, took the high road and was like, "Not basically, I'm not gonna beat you while you down." That's
Hmm.
basically what she did. So, he makes it to the championship, and I don't think he's been in the championship in 4 years, and those other teams were much better than this team right here.
Yeah.
And on a down year, he still makes it. A down year, he still makes it. Like losing 5 games is considered it's a little shaky, UConn. Like really?
Yeah.
And they'll get in that game and they might beat them. And that's the thing of March Madness, but it's no way UConn is the best team in the country.
No.
Like really, it's
No.
probably Stanford.
Yes.
Or USC.
Yeah.
I really hope USC beat them.
Stanford seemed like the Kansas of the men's side. Like they just
Right.
they big, they fast, they can do it all. They got the shooters, but USC, man, they just got that vibe, man. Like they just when I look over at Dawn and she got on her Gucci sweatsuit, you know what I'm saying, and she chilling.
Balenciagos.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She chilling, you know, Dawn from Philly, it's different. They just got a vibe. Here you go.
Man, there you go. Hey, man, that Illy Philly, man.
Hey.
I told somebody else that people people got to understand that Illy Philly mentality is something serious, man. Because if Will Smith had had old boy with him, somebody like a Benny Siegel or something, it would have went way left. Way left.
He wouldn't. He wouldn't have been. He wouldn't even been in the room.
Man. But anyway, man, Kansas, man, listen, man. I love my Tar Heel, Crystal, but listen, man. Kansas, boy, listen.
The boy,
Kansas,
all five, all starting five are studs, man.
Man.
It's okay. I won my championship last night.
Yes,
I hear a lot of.
Go ahead.
I hear a lot of people say that though. Steve, Kenneth, and Crystal, man. I heard a lot of people say that last night. But I mean, I can understand the point, but I ain't satisfied with that, man. I want that trophy, man. I want that championship. I want that real shit, man. You know what I mean?
The fact that Coach K last game, his like last game, like the first time. But it wasn't the last night. They still had the tournament. Then they still had the ACC tournament. This tournament. This is like his last game ever.
Yeah, but Steve, don't you think, man?
Yeah, and we beat y'all, Coach L. That's what y'all love. We beat y'all.
Yeah, don't you think it's time for him to, 42 years of doing something, man, and that's a long time, bro.
Greg Popovich, Nick Saban. Yeah, it's time for all them guys to go ahead on something.
And man, the coach from Syracuse should have retired 10 years ago.
Yeah, Jim Boeheim. I forgot he was still him.
Yeah, man, like to be coached at Army under Bobby Knight. You know what I mean? Like, you talking about a long time ago, because most people don't even know Bobby Knight coached at Army, bro.
I did.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So for him to even come under Bobby Knight them many years ago, bro, and you got to think, man, he coached Johnny Dawkins, bro. What? Man, most kids don't even know who Johnny Dawkins is.
I ain't Johnny since the 90s.
Most kids of the day won't know who Christian Laettner is, because my homeboy was talking about Larry Johnson, right? Yeah, who was that? I said, boy, look at him, man.
Christian Laettner was a college player.
Well, I mean, that's opinionated. So, I mean,
What? What did you say, Steve-O?
He's the greatest college basketball player ever.
That's opinionated.
I mean, I don't think he is, but
a lot of people got that.
I do think I do think he's up there.
He's top five. He's top five.
Yeah, definitely top five, yeah.
Yeah, he's top five.
My fandom from Duke ended last night with Coach K career. I told y'all that I'm done with
you can't switch, Steve.
I ain't switching. I ain't gonna root for no other college basketball team, but I'm just not gonna be an open fan for Duke no more. I just like Coach K from his Team USA work when he first got started. When I was watching Grant Hill, that's the only thing I cared about was Coach K. I never liked really Duke the players. But careful.
Nah, hey, KB. You know what, KB? Now he don't like the players, KB. Now he don't. Boy.
I've been going hard for them for 15 years, but I ain't really about the team.
I ain't go hard.
Come on, man.
Kid. Now I ain't going hard like I do for Georgia. You know that now.
Listen, man. Hey, Mr. But don't nobody even know about Georgia basketball, so this is basketball, bro. When you talk about football,
this about to get bad.
And I don't, you know what? And I used to feel kind of bad because I leave Georgia basketball alone this time of year, and then I go right back to Georgia football in the spring. So I'm just gonna stop doing that. I'm just not gonna root for college basketball team.
No, man, no, bro. Cause when you was growing, listen, bro, you Steve, you ain't 12. So when you was growing up. You know what I mean? When you was growing up, Duke was elite. So because you don't have an elite team in the state that you're in, don't mean you can't play basketball.
They made it to the last 4 teams in the country. They still elite.
Yeah.
Still elite. And I think Snyder is better fit for what they trying to, the type of basketball now with the one and dones and the kids not really staying at home. Snyder's a little bit younger. You know what I mean? He ain't going in there talking about Teddy Pendergrass like Coach K was. You know, he knows the culture a little bit better. I think the kids connect with Snyder a little bit better. You know.
So who's gonna get the head coach's job for Duke?
Yeah, Snyder. They already said that he was supposed to take over this year, but they just gave Coach K his last, his last year. But he's already head coach. Coach K is not even recruiting no more. He did no recruiting this year because he said it wouldn't be best for kids because they're not.
But Snyder, man, I just don't know who that is, bro. I thought they would have had a more.
I thought they would have went for old boy.
I thought they would have had more exclusive name or somebody that's played under Coach K but not want to be a coach.
Hubert Davis wasn't no great player. He played. He won a championship, but he wasn't integral in that championship that he won back in the 82.
Boy, you know a lot of names, boy.
Listen, man, this is what I'm gonna tell about Hubert Davis. He played on the collegiate level.
Hubert Davis played for UNC. He's a head coach.
He played in the professional level with some great players. So I mean, I don't particularly care for his style of coaching, but I'm not gonna say he's a bad coach.
Who?
All I'm gonna say,
I heard something different a few episodes ago. A few episodes ago, y'all was ready to get Hubert up out of there, boy.
Right.
Yeah.
Now
you're right.
For a ship.
Now they praising.
You're right. You're exactly right. Because mid-season, I used to get mad at him not making adjustments like toward the end of the third quarter going into the fourth quarter. I used to be mad, bro. Like I was like, where's the adjustments, man? They know what we doing. Like it's choreographed. And so yeah, I used to be pissed, dog. You could have fried an egg on my head.
It's funny, he ain't make none last. He ain't really make none last night. North Carolina, they just hit a few good shots.
Yeah, but the boys played so great, you didn't have to, bro. Like they really wanted it. On both sides of the ball, they wanted it.
Yeah, they really wanted it. They really did.
They won on both sides of the ball. So, you know what I mean?
Referees was ass last night. I say that.
Yeah. Them boys were they were calling ticky-tack fouls, but it was for both sides.
They were calling ticky-tack fouls in spots, and they did it for both sides. Don't get me wrong, but be consistent. Like, you can't get the boys to start playing one way and then stop calling those ticky-tack fouls, so now the game look completely different. You know what I mean? Then we'll go in there, you think it's about to be a foul, or you should be a foul, and it's not a foul. It's like, come on, man. They missed a lot of calls last night on both sides, and then they made some ticky-tack calls on both sides, too.
Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely did.
But you got to hit your free throws if you're going to win. That's the point blank period. If Mike Will hit them free throws, it's a completely different game. So,
yeah.
Free throws is key, man. You know that. You ain't hit your free throws, you don't deserve to win.
No, but hey, man, the North Carolina fans.
Oh man, they own it.
They sent Coach K packing on a bigger stage.
Don't get no better than that.
And it made it close, but it was close, but it was like was soon enough so you can see that look in his eye.
They do when
the last shot is like when he had to accept the fact, like when his wife had to accept the fact that it was over.
When Love had a little time on the clock. When Love hit that three, it was over. When he gave him the 4-point lead, that was it.
Yeah.
Duke came back down, scored a quick too, but I was like, shit, North Carolina can hit these free throws, but that's it.
Right. They didn't even press that hard. Like, you would think they'd be pressing, like, fam, either I'm going to get this foul, like, before the ball come in, or we on your neck. And they was giving them all the space to let them, inbound the ball. I'm like, yo, you're supposed to be on their back. But I think, like, you saw, like, a team that was hungry versus a team who, played within their system and felt that they should have won. Like, it was like we're going to make the passes, we're going to make the reads, get inside, point. And North Carolina was like, damn, now we're just going to come do what we got to do. And that's that.
Yeah, it was a good game, man. And I did, Crystal, watch some of that Kansas. I watched almost the majority of it, but I missed the ending. When I seen Kansas was up, I just turned it off. I knew they wasn't going to get that lead up like that. So, but that was a good game, though, up until about the early second half, and then Kansas started putting that pressure on the boys, and that was it, man. That was it. So I love Kansas and UNC gonna be a good game, man. I do like Baycott. Baycott, if he can get 20 rebounds again, and half of them be offensive rebounds, they got a hell of a chance.
Yeah, he was balling.
He was balling, and he hit his free throw.
Yeah.
And
him, like I don't know all them dudes' names, but him, the point guard, and the white boy, they was on it.
Yeah, that white boy, he hit that 3 in that corner, and I didn't think he was gonna shoot it. He just kind of just like
He didn't hit two of them. He hit two of them in the corner.
Man, bro, he
He
both of them
older.
shots.
I was like,
oh man, I didn't even think he was gonna shoot it, man. But again, man, it all came down to Mike Will missing them free throws. I know that's like a microcosm of the game, or just a small portion.
it did.
But you hit those 2 free throws, you go up by 1. You at least hit 1 to tie the game. They go down and hit a 3. It's not that you're not in a 4-point hole, but once they hit that 3 after that, that was it.
He came down, pulled up. Bro, shout out to that young man.
He had just airball one not too long ago, but he got the confidence, man, of a real shooter.
Shout out to that young man and all the attention and love he about to get when he get back on campus for the week. You know what I'm saying? To be a youth on the team with a shot like that.
If they don't win that natty tomorrow night, it'll all be for nada. They'll get the hey Coach K head up on the stake. That's cool. Yes, tomorrow night.
Ooh, dang, that's a fast turnaround time.
I mean, you got Monday night. Monday night, it's on you. All y'all ain't nothing else on TV but y'all.
Hey, I'm trying to watch this women's game.
That's Tuesday.
Yeah, that's Tuesday night. Who play?
Ikon and South
Carolina.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm going for.
I didn't think you could win that game. At least I ain't going to. Well,
Stanford had the worst game of their whole season that night. The worst.
They were missing layups. I mean, it was.
They shoot the 3 probably one of the top in the country, and they was like 2 for 18 at one point. You like what?
I knew it was gonna be a problem when I saw on their IG that they got a bunch of new gear. Like, you know, when it's like you're going to a game to get them like all the new sneakers and I was like, here they go. They're getting all this new gear. It never happens, man. You hand out the sneakers before the game, you always lose. It never fails.
Yeah, that was good last night, man. This NBA playoff race is heating up, though. I didn't like to play in at first. I really wouldn't. At first, I wasn't feeling it. But it do make these last few games like real suspenseful. Because that Hawks and Nets game last night, and they both had the same record. That game was intense, man. KD couldn't miss.
You saw KD do that one-legged 3?
Man, he real.
This boy ridiculous.
Unreal. But the
ball hit
tips and he shoot them up effortless.
Yeah, he can shoot, man. He can shoot.
But
he can shoot.
It's just them. The Hawks let them 2 go off, and the rest of the team had, I think, like the rest of the bench had 10 points or something like that. Like, so if you let them 2 go nuclear, that's cool. But you can't let everybody else get involved too.
That's Miami year 1, man. When LeBron was there, that was what happened. LeBron and D Wade would go off, voted peace, but the rest of the team had 6 points.
He had 55. I think KD had 55. He said his career high last night, 55, 56. Kyrie had Kyrie had 5 fouls. He stopped playing. When he didn't want to get that 6 foul, he stopped playing. He was just
but Kyrie had 31, but he shot the ball 32 times.
Oh, Kyrie gonna shoot the ball point blank period. Facts.
Yeah, but he don't use. Yeah, but he don't usually have more shots than he do points.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Oh, he was 12 for 32.
My homeboy sitting courtside right before the game started, watching them warm up. He's like on the floor, literally. And Kyrie, he was like, boy, Kyrie can't miss. Kyrie won't miss tonight during the warm ups.
Right.
Game came on, he was ice cold.
Yeah.
So,
but be like that sometime though, man. You're not gonna go out every night and be on fire. You know what I mean? It just ain't gonna happen.
That's when you need them other 5 guys to.
They can't do nothing, bro. Patty Mills wouldn't do nothing. Blake Griffin. I don't even know if Blake Griffin was in the game.
He played like 6 minutes.
Okay, DeAndre Jordan.
Not DeAndre Jordan.
Drummond had a decent game. He was active, but he wasn't really doing too much.
You said Blake who?
Yeah, Blake Griffin. He wasn't doing nothing. Hey, the Hawks got a second team unit where he was locking Blake down. Blake was.
Hey, Crystal, I just heard what you said in your mind too.
What she said?
Jacob make me so sick. You say Blake Griffin, bro. I mean, I don't think Great Griffin been right since that child support, bro. For real.
You might be right about that, though.
This game fell all the way off.
She took your mojo.
Man. 3.5 million every year? Oh, man.
Cheaper to keep her.
I'm trying to tell you, boy. Woo-wee. Man, listen here, man. They just doing the most. But, man, hey, let me ask you something, man. I heard you say something on Wednesday night about Arthur and how he gonna sign all these 1-year deals and stuff just to see if it'll get fit. You know, so what do you think about y'all in depth chart on the running back position? You know, because y'all used to have good running backs, man. You know what I mean?
I hate Mike Davis. He is horrible, bro. He came from Carolina, I think. After that year, he backed up Christian McCaffrey, and then they tried to bring him over here to be a lead back. And I mean, bro can't hold on to the ball. He been blocking assignment.
Man, he from the lot of Carolina. What you mean?
He did. See that?
You know, man, so, that boy got Vaseline on his hands.
I think Cordell Patterson ended up being your lead running back. He built just like Derrick Henry, in my opinion.
Let's not be ridiculous, Steve.
I said he built like him size-wise. I didn't say he could play like him. Nah, I didn't say that.
He that big? I know he's tall. But he that big? I know he's tall.
Yeah, he like 220, 225. He a big guy.
How tall are you, though? How tall, though?
Like 6'4".
No, that's a big difference. That 220 versus that 250.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Though I say he's light. He's similar. I can say that. And now, because he ain't breaking tackles. He's not running people over like that, but he has a very similar running style. I think he'll be better fit at running back. I hope they feature him at running back. Because they just signed that. They just signed the wide receiver from the Chicago Bears last year, Bird. You got another wide receiver, Tate. You're going to have to go get your number one, though. You ain't got no number one. Hopefully you get him in the draft.
Yeah, they probably.
You know what I see from a lot of teams, man. A lot of teams use their tight end good, man. But a lot of teams I feel like have mediocre tight ends. They don't have that as far as tight end. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's really
to me. Go ahead, King. Go ahead, Kay.
It's really two different styles. So it's kind of like how your offense run. You have the guy like Mark Andrews, who is a inline blocking tight end who can still go out for a couple passes, you know what I'm saying? Then you have a tight end like a Darren Waller, you know what I'm saying? That's a pass catching, like that's what they do. They're pass catching. You're not really gonna see them run block. So it's a fine line of getting that guy that could do both, like
Kelsey and Kittle probably
those two guys that do both very well.
Well, I don't really consider Kelsey a tight end, bro. I just think he should be a wide out, bro.
No,
like we were talking,
he blocked. He blocked.
He can block, man, but you can line him at wide out too, and he gonna do the damn thing.
He's dangerous he's dangerous at tight end because of the matchups it creates. So when he's running his route, it looks a lot better going against a linebacker or a safety than it would against a corner. Like because
I can understand that. Just like Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis was faster than most of the wideouts, and he played tight end.
He was more agile. He was more agile. But you got to remember, like these tight ends, like Kelsey runs really 3 routes from the tight end. He'll run a seam. He'll run a little cross. He'll run a little cross across the field, or he'll run like a little zig where they like go inside and then go outside. Those are like his 3 money routes.
Stick route. He got that stick route. He can run like 3 routes off that stick.
And the reason it's open is because Tyreek Hill is going up in the post, and then you got, you know what I'm saying, Miko going across the other way. So you got to keep your safeties back. You got to keep your DBs back, and that opens the field for Kelsey. And that is what they're going to suffer with this year because they ain't got nobody to take them safeties out the play. All them safeties they can still step down. And
you still got Miko. You got Miko to blow the top off that thing, and then you got.
but it ain't the same.
Got Juju to come in there with the intermediate routes. I think that's what he do most of his damage at. Juju's not a speed guy; he's a bigger guy.
Just like
it's easier to cover one wide receiver that's fast because Miko ain't no real route runner.
I think they'll draft one though. I think they'll draft one. I don't think they're going to. Yeah, I think
Well, see,
wide receivers.
this is what I can say. Just like Jerry, Jerry don't care about fast tight ends. Jerry care about if a tight end can really catch and they can block. You know what I mean? Like as long as they can run a 10 to 15-yard route and they can catch that thing and take some contact after the catch, that's all he care about. He don't care about fast tight ends. It's been proven, bro. Jay Novacek went fast, Witten went fast, and Jarwin ain't fast. But all of them can catch and they can block.
But Dallas is a run-heavy team.
Should be.
But
I mean, that's what they were, but I don't.
Clearly, that's no more dumb, man. They live and die by the arm of Dak Prescott.
Right, and if you want to do that,
and that's the problem, bro. And that's the problem. That is the problem, bro. You gotta know how to balance it out, because the run opened up the pass. You know what I mean? So you gotta know how to balance out. And then man, we're not gonna say that got an arm like a Josh Allen. We're not gonna say that got an Aaron Rodgers arm. We're not gonna like to me, man.
Arm, though. I ain't gonna sit here and disrespect his
arm. I ain't disrespecting the arm, bro. But
his decision making is what his problem is to me. Sometimes I wouldn't say more the arm. Matt Ryan has an arm problem. That's an arm issue.
Okay. See, I think the issue with Dak isn't. I think it's a little bit decision making, but it's also as an offensive coordinator, you got to put your team in the best position. You know what I'm saying? And what they do is when you have your running back and you run them 8 times or 6 times and a half, and you got your quarterback throwing 30 times, like that's not going to equal success. Like because the defense is going to be okay. They already kind of know what you're running because how much they go into the preparation and stuff. So when you dropping back, you're in shotgun all game. The defense is naturally going to rush 3, rush 4, back up guys and put them in zones and holes and matchups. And it's just going to make it 10 times harder versus if you're running the rock, then you got the linebacker stepping up. You got the DB step up. Then you can hit them over the top. You can hit. So it's I forgot y'all coordinator, but it's like he gets like Keller is
Kellen
like
Moore.
It's like
Kellen Moore.
It's like y'all hit a couple passes and then he'll just forget about the run, like the whole game.
He's not a good coordinator to me because if you remember when Dak and Zeke first came in the league those first 3 years, they mixed that thing up real good, bro.
Yeah,
they mixed that thing up. Man, Zeke was what 1,400, 1,500, almost 1,600 yards.
I guess you can't do that. You can't give Zeke that and then justify paying Dak $45 million a year. That doesn't equate. They're gonna look at you like, well, what the hell you pay Dak for if he's just handing the ball off? So when Jerry made that decision,
but you got 4 quarters. You got 4 quarters to balance it out, bro. You can balance that out. It's been done before.
I mean, you get 60 plays, right? Offense gets 60, defense gets 60, typically. So within that, like you have a game plan, you're attacking their weakness and stuff. So I always say, like being a coordinator for you know what I'm saying, you need to run the ball, even if it's not working. You still need to have that threat of the run. So even if I go 20 attempts for 80 yards, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. 20 attempts for 50 yards. Keep that defense honest. Because once they realize and they start picking up that run's not a threat or it's not there, you ain't gonna be able to pass the ball. It ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but I mean, now that we got you close to Dallas, KB, man, you should go ahead and apply for a job.
Look, man, I'm trying to get into this high school stuff. Look, it's hard. Hey, man, it is. They make it hard to get into coaching down here because you got to teach.
Man, you need to be listen, bro. I be seeing a lot of coaching jobs in Texas and the Black Coaches Group United. When I tell you a lot of jobs, bro,
they do. And you just got to teach.
And them coaches out there getting paid too, man.
Oh, you don't want to teach?
I won't mind teaching. Like my degree in government, so I can go teach social studies. I don't mind teaching. I just gotta lock in. It's a whole lot of bills that gotta get paid around here, and I got a certain lifestyle that we've become accustomed to.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
People don't make enough money.
Well, it just depends on where you at with them teachers, bro. Cause I know some teachers that make some guap, and I was surprised. You know what I mean?
But if you've been teaching, like my mom's a teacher, she's been teaching for almost 20 years, so she different. But me coming in year 1, it ain't gonna be even with the coaching stuff. Believe me, I've been doing some research, so I'm just waiting for them to pass this little bill that, you know what I'm saying, they get like a minimum amount. Once they pass that bill, I'm in there. Until then,
Because
or
listen, man, I'm in a little small town Saluda, and I know for a fact the athletic director in Saluda make about $100,000 a year.
bro, the athletic director.
He's the director, though.
Director.
She's the director, yeah.
Not position coach.
But she's the director and the head basketball coach.
That
But
bag
no, but like, but no. Once my shout out to my wife, she's trying to finish a little nursing thing. When she finished that, whatever first, she finished that, then she'll be making more money than me, and then she can be the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? I go teach and coach, and I'm good. I ain't got no ego, baby. Make more than me.
Hey, man, listen. I tell men all the time, man. Why do you care if she make more money than you, man? Like y'all married y'all this point. Who cares?
Make more than me, baby.
Who cares?
I love me a stay-at-home dad.
Oh man, please, man, why?
And you gonna clean up too, Steve?
Oh, what? Every
day, every day. I wear a little thing and everything.
Taking care of everything.
I heard a dude on TikTok, Steve. He said he make $6,000-8,000 a year, and his wife make $135,000. And he said his homeboy be like, "Damn, man, bro, you." He was like, "Damn, man, what?"
Yeah, I can't got tonight. Nope, she told her we going somewhere. I'm finna go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Fact.
He was like, you know, he told his homeboy. He said, "I told him, you see why I live? You see why I drive?
Look what I'm driving.
You see what type of money I got in my pocket? Like what?
Come on, man. What? Yeah. So, but when I get that,
I'm just saying, Crystal, man, like their homeboy advice ain't worth a shit. For real.
Yeah, but not all the time. But you can't listen to them guys.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get into youth coaching. I started looking around, trying to get into like the teenage, the 15 under, 12 under, to kind of get in there to, you know.
I feel like nowadays though, man, really like a personal trainer. That's kind of like the way to go, because coaching is cool. Don't get me wrong, that's what you aspire to do. But I feel like, remember how we had old boy with 901? And he have his own. Then when you get to the point, you can run your own camps and get those type of sponsorships and get that kind of money. I think that's the way to go. It's a lot of groundwork. It's a lot of groundwork now. I ain't gonna lie.
I think you're right though, man, because what I see from most of the high school coaches and like from high school to middle school and even when you get to the bigger high schools, man, they just really don't hire them strength and conditioning coaches that really have studied the parts of the body that can really make the athletes better. You know, like that a strength and conditioning coach matters, man. And so when you working with the youth, man, Kendall, man, since you've been playing ball your whole life, you know what I mean, that strength and conditioning is going to matter, man. And then if you should start a nonprofit where you got the sports, the education, and community awareness, bro, and you in Texas, bro, oh yeah, they're gonna eat that alive. I promise you.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of that here, and like I've seen a lot of it, like position wise, like you'll see quarterback camps or wide receiver things, like lineman stuff. I mean, it's dope, but it's just something about calling them plays, man. Like it's just when you get up there and you just make another team just be upset that they can't stop you, boy. It's like a personal thing. It's like an ego. Like, as a coach, you got to have a little ego and know that I can just drop them on you.
EST. I agree.
Yeah.
Hey, quick, I wanted to ask y'all, what y'all think about the Lakers, man? Y'all think they're gonna make the play in or not?
No, it's over. It's over.
No, I don't. They probably got a couple hard games.
You know, like the song back in the days, it said over who they want, flip. Yeah, it's over. It's over. It's over.
He said who they want, flip.
It's over, bro.
So does this hurt LeBron? It's not LeBron's fault.
It don't hurt LeBron, man. How does it hurt LeBron? Like, it don't hurt LeBron, bro. Like you know, I hear people say, well, LeBron was the GM, he picked that team, so it's his fault they didn't make the playoffs. I hear a lot of people say that. Man.
They always gonna say that.
They blame him for everything. You know what I mean?
The man averaged 29 and he's 45 years old.
The man's in year 19.
God, no, you're 19.
Putting up MVP
averaging 29
numbers.
points. You really gonna blame him? That's crazy.
Hey man, then see, man, like, listen, man, I just really don't think, man, as I look at a lot of young boys, man, I don't know, man. I don't know if they still got a passion for the game. I think they love the game, but to love playing basketball and be passionate about playing basketball, I think it's two different things.
I like the younger generation coming up, man. I like the Luka.
I never said I ain't like them, but all I'm saying, bro, is like when I look at people like Tucker and Malik Monk and how they sometimes.
So let me ask you this though: do you think that's because this ain't the first time we done said this about somebody playing with LeBron? You think LeBron has burnt them out?
No, bro.
No.
Bro. If I'm approving,
and Caruso gone. Caruso,
look why he gone. LeBron made him look that good, so he can go to. I mean, but you look at it like he gets guys.
He said that though.
He do get guys paid. Yeah, he right. Yeah. He right. He do get guys paid.
He said, man, without playing with LeBron, man, he would just been a player that make about $2-3 million a year. Like for real, man. He said that, man. And bro, ain't nobody got no bag like Tristan Thompson for playing with LeBron.
Yeah,
he done got a bag 2-3 different times.
Everywhere he goes. Look what he did with Ziggy and Verja when he was in Cleveland the first time. Then he went to Miami. He got Mario Chalmers paid. He got like dudes down there paid, like Eddie Jones, like Haslam. It was Haslam. It was guys getting paid because and benefiting becoming all-stars because LeBron making that extra pass. And you know what I'm saying?
Get Haslam paid, bro. Haslam looked like that he played on Kung Fu back in the day.
Man, what on Atari, boy? That man. That man. Oh boy.
You see, he told Jimmy, this ain't what you want. I beat your ass though. You see, he told Jimmy Butler that this ain't what you want.
Yeah, bro. I said you better leave Papa Gat alone. Papa Gat, boy.
Yeah. He the only man I know that playing Black Forces.
I don't tell me, bro. For real.
All right.
Strapped up.
We got a guest coming on, fellas. We got the coach coming on.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen. What's up, coach?
Hey, how y'all doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Blessed to see another day, man. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing well. Doing well. So we're just gonna wait on Amar to get on here, and then we'll go and get into y'all interview. But we was discussing and since you run the youth program, you're a coach and you're a mentor, man. We was discussing about how people blame LeBron for the Lakers season, and is he too much for the young boys to really work with? As a player, is he too rough on him? Is he too much for him, or what do you think about that?
To keep it perfectly honest with you, I say no, he's not, and that's, to me personally, this is my personal opinion. That's the problem with this generation today. Back then, how we were and how our time, like how we were brought up, it was a lot tougher. You had to have tougher skin. I feel like this new generation is a little weaker. Not from an athletic standpoint, because the athleticism is ridiculous. But when it comes to work ethic and drive, I feel like it's easier for people in this generation to just give up. Or if somebody's hard on them, it's you doing too much. I feel like this generation has a weaker skin. So to me, no, I think LeBron is doing what he's supposed to do as a leader, as a role model, because you got to be hard and you got to be tough. And then, like I said, I even go a step further. Especially with me coaching and mentor, if you don't want to pull a race card, but especially with young black athletes, especially with LeBron, with him being a figure, I feel like he's held to a certain standard, because us being athletes and us being certain type of role models and leaders, I feel like his impact, as you can see, he was the face for the NBA for a while. Now that he's getting older, I do see it maybe starting to gradually slip away because you got these younger cats going in there. But I feel like with him and how he is with his team, that's how he should be. And like I said, I just feel like with me, that's the problem with the generation. It's not as tough as ours was back in the day, if you ask me.
So KB, do you want to piggyback off what the coach said?
Yeah, man. I mean, you look at it. I think LeBron is held to a different standard than anybody who's ever played the game, in a sense where he came in the league his junior year in high school. They were pretty much telling him, yo, you're gonna have to go out there and be the greatest player ever to play the game. And he's lived up to the hype for every aspect of the game. He's lived up to the hype. And the man is in year 19 of his career. He should not be having to play 38 minutes a game, dropping 40 points. Like he shouldn't have to be leading a team. He should be a role player and a team, even him being great, he should not be the first option for a team. And the fact that people are trying to ridicule him in a season to where his his Robin is out with the injury all season. The guy's supposed to come in and give him that break, has been a shell of himself, you know what I'm saying, this year. What do you like? Nobody's going to be successful like that. So, regardless of how a team he built or put together, he's year 19 and he's still performing as if it was year 9. Like, so I think it's unfair, and I don't think people have ever seen this to even know how to deal with it. And I think when this is done and you sit back and he's been retired for 2 or 3 years, and you're like, yo, LeBron really went into year 2021 and was putting up 25 a game. Like, that's unheard of. That's
That's
unheard of.
very true. That's very true. And
So he makes it look
how
so
he take
easy.
care of his body too is as an older
Right.
man is unmatched. He has the body of the physique of a 20-something-year-old, and he kind of close on the end to 40.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
He makes it look
So
easy. That's why.
so we have the young man that I was told about, Mr. Evans. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. So welcome to the 901, podcast sports show, and we welcome you and your coach. And so I'll let the lady of the house start off. But congratulations on representing the offensive line and the defensive line, because I feel like sometimes we all forgotten about. And so congratulations on representing and excelling at it. So, Krista, you have the floor.
Hey, Amir.
Hello.
How did you get into football?
I just seen a few videos online, and I was like, the sport looks pretty cool, so I wanted to try it. And yeah.
And do you have a favorite football team? Anybody you watch to make you, enjoy football more or anything?
Yeah, I like the Eagles. Even they don't do the best, but
Well, as long as you're not a Cowboys fan, it's good.
Shots fired.
So what position do you like the best? Do you like playing offense better or defense?
I like playing D-line the most, because I like making them pretty much scared of me on defense.
Oh.
Hey,
My man.
hey.
Okay, now coach. How did you
Yeah.
get into coaching football and being a mentor?
Uh, this kind of piggybacks on what I stated earlier a little bit in regards to LeBron. So I've been an athlete and been training since I was 5. I was born and raised in West Oak Lane in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My dad it was 8 of us total, 4 brothers, 4 sisters. We all been training since we were that young. And it was something that we wanted to do. And my dad said, if it's something that you want to do, I'm gonna try to make sure that you're the best at what you do. So we've been training. I've been playing football for a very long time. I just took the love of the sport and the game, and just wanted to instill some of those old school ways and traditions into the new generation, into the new kids. But it's just something that I love to do. I've been coaching now, I would say probably for about 6-7 years now. I recently just became a head coach. I was offered a couple years ago. I just felt like at that time I wasn't ready, but I was a good offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. But the past year, I decided I wanted to take on that role of being a head coach. And it's been a pleasure since. I just love developing kids. I want to see them grow into the athletes that they want to become.
Okay. All right, KB.
Man, I didn't know y'all were in Philly. That's dope. Cause my whole mom's side of the family is from North Philly, and
Okay.
that's that's definitely where I learned the mental toughness aspect of football, like not just the juke and like playing on that
Hmm.
concrete and having to learn how to put spit on the scratch and what I'm saying, get up and keep going. Like it was tough back then. So just Amir, how is like just the mentality that you have playing, both sides of the ball? Like, is it something that's easy for you to just flip a switch and just go in like that?
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So who's your player in the league that you look up and you're like, yo, I want to play like them?
Maybe Aaron Donald.
Mm,
Aaron.
AB.
Hey,
yeah, okay.
that's the perfect person to go
AB.
after.
Hmm.
So coach, like, um, when you say that you weren't ready to, be a head coach, like I coached and I just know that it's not so much the physical, it's like the emotional toll of being a head coach and being a coach because when you're a coach, you get everything that they dealing with, you getting all the stories, just
Yes.
getting and that's why a lot of people really sometimes kind of fall back because that pressure that you get from just a young man looking up to you as that figure. Like, so how has that been being a head coach now?
Man, it's been a, like I said, it's been a blessing. The reason why I waited so long is because at that time I was asked, I felt like as a young adult, as a young man, I wasn't mature at that time to take on those responsibilities. Because when you're dealing with kids, you have to have a lot of patience. And at that time, I felt like I didn't have those traits at that time. So I just stayed in my lane. But like I said, just through experience and then over the years of continuing to coach, I felt like I mastered that trait and I wanted to give back and help. Since then, man, it's like I said, it's you get the joy out of seeing kids develop from day one, week one, not even week one, preseason to seeing how they look week 10. I get a joy out of seeing that because they're a completely different athlete. And when it comes to me and my coaching style, of course I'm a strategist, but I'm a team builder. So I like building young athletes. I don't need a team full of stars. For prime example, this past season, Amir can tell you, Amir was one of my veterans. He played a big role in our team this past season because a lot of my kids never played football before, and we still fell one game short of the championship.
Wow.
So like, yeah, so like this, that's just the type of guy I am, man. I like, and then I'm a student of the game as well. So I like teaching them the game. It's not of course it's you want to win, but I feel like winning at what cost? Because if I'm doing the same play, same play, same play, same play, same play, what is my athlete really learning? What is
Hmm.
how am I teaching him the game? So that's what I'm real picky on. I like teaching them and educating them so they know how to read defenses, know their holes, know different assignments, know how to get to the second level. Amir can tell you that I'm very strong on things like that because I just love educating the kids because I feel like little league doesn't matter, but I want them to be ready for that high school level.
Okay,
Right.
okay. Let's go. Let's
Now,
go.
I have my last question for Amir. Um, so being a lineman, right, especially in youth ball, you kind of get like forced. They're like, all right, man, you want to be on the line, but you like, yo, I want to score. I want to do my dance. I want to do my giddy. You want to have your little swag up. So, how is it like embracing playing that line and knowing like, I'm not going to score the touchdowns. I'm not going to necessarily get the attention that my teammates get, but it's just something that you love to do.
So yeah, um, I don't really care because really, the linemen are the one who help score the touchdown. Well, help the skills score the touchdowns. So without the linemen, they're most likely not going to score. And you knowing that you're on the line and helping them is better than scoring a touchdown.
My man.
Hey,
My man.
the fact that you know that, cause it took me a while, and I ain't have a chance of being a running back or quarterback or nothing, and it took me a while to take that. So the fact that you got that at such a young age, man, stick with it, man. You'll go far. That mentality and embracing that position, I'm telling you, man, it goes a long way because those are guys that get paid the most at the end. They don't tell you that when you little league, when you get to that point, high school, college, those are guys who start getting the attention. It flips. So just stick with it, man. Stick with it. You'll be good.
So I just want to say shout out to Miss Nelly for definitely talking with me about this interview and telling me that Amir he gonna be a little nervous, but he'll be glad to come on. And she said, "Would you mind if his coach come on?" So she did send me your website and read your literature, and hey man, you're a pretty impressive brother. So I just want
Appreciate
to
it. Thank you.
see Amir. So what is the advantages of working with a coach? Like your coach, and
Um,
when working with him, how does it make you feel about yourself with you becoming a star athlete?
um, so I've been with Coach Estervell since I was either 8 or 9. So I know what to expect from him. So really, when I go play, I know if I do something that he's not gonna like or something that he does like. So I think being with him would make me a better athlete. Really, because of
Okay. And so when you say make you a better athlete, so I seen your mom put out something on social media. So you already rated top 75 for class of 2028
mm-hmm.
offense line and defensive line. So with you being so young, excuse me, and you have already been rated, top 75, how does that make you feel? And then, that reflection looks so good on you and your coach. So how do you feel about that?
I feel good. And yeah, I'm glad that that happened. I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, it
Okay,
was.
cool. I'm gonna say congratulations to you, and that's very impressive. For a guy your age to already be rated top 75 and saying that your class is going to be elite and you're on both sides of the ball, offensive line and defensive line. So I say I take my hats off to you and your coach. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Definitely.
Coach, now you built this program from scratch, and so tell us more about the football, the education, and the community development, and how it goes together with your program.
So, Dream Elite, it started off as a nonprofit organization, a 501c3 that my president, Will Wilmore, and his colleagues put together. There was an outreach program. They did different things within the community. So one day we were out in a tournament in Virginia, a football tournament, of course, and we all sat down, myself, my brother, him, his wife, my wife, and we all talked, and we decided to put together Dream Elite. Dream Elite, prior to football, stood for daring to reach, empower, and inspire mankind. So that's the acronyms for Dream. So we turned that into the sports and mentorship. We wanted to be peculiar. We wanted to be different than everybody. I mean, like I said, we of course we want to win, but like I said, at the end of the day, we're true advocates. I can honestly say that about each and every one of us. We're true advocates for the youth. So with that, it's just bigger than football with us. We wanna teach them to be better young men and young women. Because I tell my kids all the time, and Amir can tell you as well. I tell them all the time, what you do off the field is more important than what you do on the field. Because your actions off the field can prevent you from being on the field. And I mean that when I tell them that wholeheartedly. Also, I stress to them just about being a student athlete. Football is not forever. So a lot of the things that we do, we also have youth mentorship programs that we just had 2 weeks ago. So like I said, with us, it's really bigger than football. Football is just a small portion in life. Absolutely, you can benefit from it, but at the end of the day, it's not forever. and we use a lot of things with football since I coach. A lot of drills, a lot of techniques that we go over that can just really just be used in life. Period. You could tell Amir could tell you I relate football to life all the time because those same skills, leadership, work ethic, discipline, those are things that you need to have in life on a day-to-day basis. So with Dream Elite, man, we're really different, man. Like I said, we really try to reach out to the youth. You know, we have programs, we do different things. We have a Dream Day coming up in April. The public is welcome. So if you guys are in Delaware and are you familiar with the Glasgow Park area, by all means, come out, enjoy, have fun. It's we have food out there. It's the park. We had the moon bounce, flag football, potato sack race. We do everything because that's just the type of organization that we are. And like I said, there's no shots thrown. But what I really mean, we're different. We really are different, and it's all for the kids at the end of the day.
Now, I have a question. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jake. Oh, okay. So the league you're in, are you in like it's just rec league, or you guys like Pop Warner?
No, so actually we're in a Delmarva AYF. So that's the biggest league, the biggest youth league in the country. Now the division that we're in Delmarva League. So you know, of course, that's Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia. We're the only up north team in that division because the majority of that division is downstate, like Woodbridge area, that area down there, Case and Lopin. So we're the only up north team above the canal that's in that league.
Wow. So, man, because I grew up in Virginia, so Woodbridge and all that. I know how football on the low, football is big in Virginia.
Yeah.
How is that? How is that exposure for your kids? I mean, having to play teams from all these different areas and their different mentalities and the different personas and personalities, and it's different. Like going against guys that you probably wouldn't come across in your normal day to day.
Yeah, it really is, man. And like I said, it's a joy to have. See, when it's different like that, and I lean on my veterans. Like I lean on kids like Amir, who's played football for a couple years already. So when we have those first timers, Amir is a kid that'll uplift the other kids. We're playing against different kids. That experience level as well, because it's always good to play kids in your state. You're familiar with them. But when you go on to Maryland, we went to D.C. this year. Amir will tell you, we went to D.C. where the area was a little rowdy. So it was an experience for them because it's right outside of PG County. We've been to different areas. So it was a huge adjustment, which I felt as though the kids adapted very well. But the experience, man, is like no other because, like I said, they're getting familiar with playing against different talents, different areas. And then on top of that, they get to travel a little bit, experience different states, different parts of the world, because we also was in Atlanta for the D1 tournament, and I look for Amir. Amir's going to be with us this upcoming one when we go to Dallas. So we do travel, and like I said, it's a huge experience, huge adjustment. But it's not just me. I give credit to the kids, like I said, Amir, for instance, because I use my veterans. They're not called veterans for a reason. So I use them to help them other kids, the new ones, embrace something that they've never done before. So, like I said, of course I coach, but the kids don't know they coach at the same time too and play. That's why I said I'm a true advocate for the youth, man, because they do a lot. They just don't know it.
When do you come to Dallas? Because I live in Dallas now. I'll check y'all out.
I'm going to Dallas. It's the D1 Nation tournament. It's coming up. It'll be in January. The dates are typically that second week in January. I could definitely forward that information to you because I talk to Janelle often. She's one of my team moms, so we could definitely get that over to you. That's coming up in 2023 for sure. So if you want to check it in, it's exciting football, man. That atmosphere is like no other, and then I'm definitely looking forward to being there. My wife is from Dallas, so it's like her going back home. So that's gonna be an experience, man. It really is. And Amir's gonna be with me. He's coming.
No, we definitely do. Maybe do a 910 from the sideline or something. Because I'm definitely would come check y'all out, man. Because they play some, man. They play football down here from when they can walk. They were like, oh, man. Potty train, helmet.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's super competitive. I know it's super competitive down there.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely have to check y'all out, man. I just pulled it up now. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
definitely be
yup.
there.
So this next
Appreciate it,
question
man.
is for Amir. Amir, so I heard Coach say that you do some traveling. So for you being so young and you're traveling in 10 different cities, what type of experience is that like for you? And how does that add to you being a leader of the team, when dealing with the younger guys that hasn't played or hasn't traveled before, but you have. So how do you embrace the fact that, they may be a little nervous and you step in and provide leadership?
So like Coach used to say, it's like a work job. You go down, you travel, get the work done, and you come back.
He right,
I
business
love
trip. I
it.
tell him he
I
right though.
love
That
it.
let me know he
I
listen.
love
My
it.
man.
He listen. It's a
Great
business
answer,
trip.
man. Great answer. Great answer, man. And so, Coach, as far as you, so what type of conversations do you have with your group of guys about organizational leadership? Because you run an organization, and you want them to understand, that there's a lot of education in what you do and what you provide for them, and along with them understanding that education and athletic goes together. So what type of conversations have you provided with them as far as in depth as a coach and a mentor?
I talk to him every day, literally every day in practice. Before we start practice, we all have a knee, and we have a meeting prior to. I talk to him about what's to come, and then I ask him how the day went. To even go a further step than that, I get reports. I check in with the parents. I get reports, and if I don't like the reports, Amir will tell you a 2 hour practice. That whole first hour is strictly conditioning, and it's tough. Because like I said, man, education, being a respectful young kid, being obedient, doing what you're supposed to do, that's first and foremost. And I even tell them, I even go a step further. Prior to even going to school, I even tell the moms, you don't have to, but if you would like to, let me know. I want to know because, like I said, with us, especially with the single mothers, they have to be a mom and a dad, so it's difficult. So with us coaches, when they bring they bring their child, their athlete, their son to practice, that's almost kind of like I'm not going to say a replacement, but in a sense it is because that's that male, that disciplinary figure that's there. So I even told the moms, like, if your son being disrespectful and you want to tell me, because I'm gonna deal with that and nip that immediately. So that's just how much I care. Because at the end of the day, like I told you, I just want to build these young kids to be young, respectable men. Because like I'm gonna say it again, football doesn't last forever, and I really mean that. So it starts with the home. I even had the pleasure of one of my kids just got accepted into the National Junior Honor Society. And I did a reference letter for him. So that's just the stuff that and like I said that's a huge accomplishment for him. It really is. But that's the stuff that really excites me. I'm glad that if you're an athlete on the field, but like I said, if you're doing your work in that school, in them books, that's a student athlete. Not only can you get a scholarship for football, but you're going to get a scholarship for your academics. You could be a doctor. You could be something because football is not going to last forever. So why, like I said, why invest and put all your eggs in one basket when you can put your eggs in several different avenues of different things that you would like to do? And that's what I always tell them. I always tell them school is most important. Get your education. Get your education. Get your education. And you can ask them. I talk to them about that before practice every day, and I get a report of how they're doing in school and at home. And if Ron reaches out to me, that kid knows. I already see it in his face. He know he in trouble before I even say anything. But like I said, that's tough love though. I'm not doing anything to
Yes.
him, hurt him, that'll beat him up. But it's gonna build them up and let them know, hey, yeah, I need to get my head back on straight. This is wrong. I need to correct this.
Okay. Great, man. So with that being said, man, with you being an advocate of so many different things, man, and with you rebranding and restructuring the community and redeveloping, how people look at the community. So is that something that you was a part of when you was growing up? Is that something that you seen your mom, your dad, your aunts and uncles do as far as making an impact on the community?
Absolutely, absolutely. Especially my mom and my man. Like I said, I'm from West Virginia. That's uptown in Philadelphia. I played for the Oakland Wildcats before I even moved to Delaware. That organization, like I said, we won a lot. I can literally say we won more than we lost. I probably could count on my fingers how many times we lost. But it wasn't really about that. It was just the message that they sent to me as a child, and that's why I instilled that into my team because we work hard, we train hard, we did everything together, and that was more family oriented, and that's how I am. Like I said, that really was instilled in me from my mom and my dad, from being with the Oakland Wildcats, Oakland Youth Association, even with track. We did all that with them. A lot of those traits stuck with me, and I felt me being as a coach, as a mentor, I wouldn't be who I am if it wasn't for my mom and dad, especially, and then definitely that organization that they had us tied to. And like I said, I took those same because those are real heroes. I took those same traits and I just brought them over to Team Elite. And we're up and growing, fast growing organization. We already have it's what April football season just finished not too long ago. And we already have about 15 kids that already signed up, and football not even until September, August. So I mean,
Right.
like I said, it's just a blessing, man. For real, for real. Those same traits my parents instilled in me. That's all I'm trying to do is get back.
I'm glad to hear it, man. So, with that organization that you grew up being connected with and involved in, is that organization still up and running today?
They definitely are with football. With track, the name is changed, but they are still up and running. They definitely are.
So do you guys connect and do any events together for the community?
Yes, we do. Like I said, this upcoming event that we're doing now is called Dream Day. That's not even though it's Dream because Dream Elite Sports and Mentorship has nothing to do with football, man. We just doing that for the community. Like I said, you guys, if you want to come out, eat, fellowship with us, man. That's just about having a good time. It's free for anybody to come and join, man, and fellowship with us. That's really what we're about. Like I said, when I say we're a peculiar organization, I really mean that. We're different. So come on out, man. I look forward if y'all in the States or y'all close. I know my man, you said you're in Dallas, so you'll be there in spirit. But if anybody close, man, please come out, man, and fellowship and have a good time with us.
I can dig it. So this question is for Amir. Amir, so how important would you tell the cast on 901 Sports, the player and the coach relationship? How important is that for you as an athlete?
Very important because I feel like I've been with him since I was 8, and I feel like I'm gonna be with him for a long time because I'm the same age as his son, so we're probably gonna be in the same league every time. So, and he really helps me play as good as I can be. So I'm really looking forward to more seasons.
Okay. And with that being said, so um, it sounds like he don't really hold nothing back. Like he respect a lot out of you guys and hold you guys at a very very high standard. And I can appreciate that him as a coach and as a mentor. And so you got some toughness in you. So salute to you for sticking in there because when it comes to that strength and conditioning and that training the body, a lot of athletes can't really take it. So, but the first thing of being a great athlete is to have your body in shape, strength and conditioning. Because I've always been a heavy fella, so I can remember them 2-a-day practices in August in that heat, man, where you practice from 8 to 11, and then you got to come back and practice from 5:30 to 8 o'clock. So and I can remember those sweating days where I get home and I can even walk up the steps sometimes, bro. Like, my dad, you all right? I'd be like, yeah, I'm all right. Give me a minute. So,
Man, what?
man, listen,
Wake me up.
man.
I used to fall asleep on the floor, just and all my gear just gone.
Man, listen, my boy, he used to have a pool, man. The whole team went over and just sit in the pool and relax and cool off because we know we got, like he said, we know we got that second practice coming. We just tried to relax best as we
Yeah,
could.
man, them 2 day practice, some says, but I could tell that a lot of the linemen I played against, I can tell they had been laid up for the summer. They was just laying around,
Amen.
watching TV, playing video games, and I can tell that they had been in the weight room. I can tell that they ain't been jumping no rope. They ain't been, because jumping rope was just a little bit, but we had to run up and down the bleachers. Everybody had
Right.
to do that every day, man. And so and then we ain't gonna even talk about the bear crawls in the heat.
Oh
Those bear
God,
crawls in the heat is just,
Yeah.
you're like,
I hate bear
wow, like,
crawls till today.
Mayor,
As you
yeah,
tell
Mayor,
me,
Mayor know about the bear crawls. Mayor know about the bear crawls. He know about the bear crawls, the 6 inches. Mayor know about all that. Ask him. He'll tell you. He
I
know.
look, Amir, I ain't like bear crawls from the first time I got on the field at like 8, 9, and I don't like it today. You hear me?
right.
That was my punishment.
but let
Everybody
me
else got to run.
but let
I
me
had to
tell
do
you
bear
this
crawl.
though. Let me tell you this though. Out of my linemen though, Mayor was one of my fastest. I don't know if Mayor told y'all he's actually trying to convert over to be a fullback.
So you live
Mm.
in the
and he
lineman
and
dream,
he
man.
could and he could do it. He could do it. I gave him. He almost scored in the playoff game. I gave him the ball. I know you remember that. He almost scored. He got tripped up. He almost scored though. I gave him the ball in the playoff game. He almost scored. He got tripped up though. And because like I said, I try to reward hard work.
So,
Because
oh man,
he said it perfectly. He said it perfectly. Lyman, and at this age, youth, everybody want to run the ball. They
Yes.
don't
yeah,
understand the
yeah,
importance of being a lineman. Linemen are so undervalued and underappreciated. Period. But definitely at the youth, because if you feel like you're a lineman, you feel like you don't get no love, you don't get no shine. So like I said, I try to reward hard work, and I gave him the ball. Like I really gave him the ball. He almost scored. He got tripped up. But see, that's how I say I recognize things like that, man, and I just try to do things, to for them if I can. Like I said, even after the season, we took all the kids to Sky Zone. I just try to reward hard work because I feel like constructive criticism is good when you beating the kid up all the time. It's good to yell at them, but sometimes it's too much. So sometimes you got to
right,
take a different approach and a positive approach. And like I said, and kids at this age, they want to know that they're doing good. They want to know that they're being appreciated. And how you do that by your actions. So like I said, we took the kids to Sky Zone. The moms brought pizza after practice, cupcakes, stuff like that. So we try to, we try to reward them and let them know that, hey, see what you're doing. We know you were hard. We know it hurt, but we appreciate you at the same time.
right. So yeah, I
Yeah.
can appreciate that, and so I just want to piggyback off you becoming a fullback. Are you working your way to become a fullback? I just want to say, man, out of all the offensive positions, I feel like that's a position that really has been forgot about in the NFL, at least, man. Like, because I can remember when I was growing up watching football, you knew what team had a great fullback. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I think on even the middle school, the high school, and the collegiate level, especially when you got a team like in college, Wisconsin keep a great fullback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They keep a great fullback.
Mm-hmm.
Teams like Wisconsin, teams like Purdue, like Iowa, they keep a great fullback, and so I think that fullback opens up an offense, man, which I don't know why teams has gotten away from it, but it's a very, very high
Absolutely.
position on the offense. So yeah,
Yes.
keep pushing for that fullback,
Now,
definitely.
Absolutely.
now
Absolutely.
I just have to say, Amir, you are living the lineman dream, okay? Because I've told people that I play fullback and I ain't never did a day in my life, and I just want to play fullback forever. So live that dream. I always say linemen are the best athletes on the team. We just get there a little later than everybody else, you know. but but it's funny what you playing fullback or wanting to go to fullback. You may not know, but that's like some of the best defensive linemen, like in college and in the NFL, played those positions like running back, fullback, and they just translated that skill set, that toughness, the agility, and they become like great defensive linemen. Like we had a guy on here earlier this a few weeks ago, Aleem McNeil from the Detroit Lions. Now he
Right.
played running back and fullback and linebacker his whole life until he got to NC State. Then he became a defensive tackle, and now he's in the NFL. And because you're just stronger, you're faster, you're
Wow.
the aggressiveness. So everything you're doing right now, you may not know, is preparing you for what's coming down the line. So just keep doing what you're doing. Your coach got you on the right path.
Yeah.
Just follow your dreams and your intuitions and what's in your gut, because it's going to pay off down the road. You may not see it today, but when you know 10 years from now, you know, when you playing at fullback and they transition you, or if you don't, and you sit there, you're gonna be like, yeah, this was a reason why, and this helped me out. And you're doing an interview at that point on ESPN, you know, you'll be able to get that story, you know.
Right, right. And it's gonna be a remarkable backstory, you know, and then, you know, with you having a coach like you have, and he has a mentorship program, that's really big. And I just wanna tip my hat to both of you guys, because a lot of kids don't have the avenue to have a coach and a mentor like you have. So, you know, to have a relationship, you know, with him, and for him to, you know, understand that you as a young man, what you need, and, you know, what you have to face in society when walking on American soil, and just to embrace you on another level where you understand what life is about, because he's not only giving you, you know, football gems, but he's giving you life skills as well. And, you know, when you have somebody that care about them life skills, then you definitely have a gem. And, you know, and that's a great thing that's going to help you throughout college, throughout life, and just no matter where you go, he's always going to be there for you. So, you know, I can salute both of y'all. So that's all I
Definitely.
have. Crystal, do you want to follow up with anything?
I do have one question for Coach. What do you do to constantly like challenge your mentees?
You said challenge. I didn't hear the last part.
Yeah, to challenge your mentees, the kids you mentor.
Well, what do I do to challenge them? A lot, actually. So from a football standpoint, I just challenge them every day to, how can I put it? I challenge them. I always tell them I want them to progress, not regress. Each day, I challenge them to get better. I always challenge them to be better than they were before. And like I said, that's not even just with football. That's with school. That's with everything. Mark period. What was your grades that market period? All right, let me see you get the honor roll this market period. And let's do it. I just want them to push themselves. I challenge them to be there to be the best at what you do. And if you're not the best, that's okay. But long as you're giving it your best, I challenge them to do that every single day. I am a very tough coach, but I'm a loving coach at the same time. And like I said, Amir could tell you. And a lot of the kids also, see, it's just so much. I could be on here all day. A lot of the kids also, like I said, because it's just a lot. The avenue is so big when you developing and trying to help kids. It really is. The sky is the limit. Like I said, I just challenge them every day. Get them different obstacles, different challenges each and every day amongst each other too. So like if it's a stud on the team, you know, and it's somebody who wants to, you know, go against that stud, I say, hey, like Mir, perfect example. Mir ran the ball first time ever running the ball in practice. I said, Mir, you want to run the ball? So I put him up against one of our best defenders. Mir went right through him. You remember that, Mir? You remember that? Mir ran right through him. So I mean, and people go, you want him to go against him? Yeah, he won't run the ball, so let's put him against somebody tough and see what he do. But he excelled in doing that, and that's why I said now one day I'm dead serious. One day Mir's probably gonna be a fullback. He has the potential. The sky's the limit. He works hard. That's what I tell the kids each and every day. Each day you want to get better. I tell them again, You want to progress, not regress, and that means you don't want to go backwards. I challenge my kids each and every day, and like I said, they do a good job, man. They excel. They really do.
Okay. KB, you have anything else?
Nah, man, just don't forget, man, shoot us that info so I can come check you guys out. I definitely want to check you guys out. And Amir, man, I'm gonna be watching. How old are you?
12.
Hey, man, you got about 3 years before you start getting that knock at the door, that text message, to your folks' phone. It's coming. It's coming. So you already be in the rank. I got a rank
Mir,
now.
so you gonna be ready, Mir. You gonna be ready.
Hey, hey, just get ready. You see the flag behind me, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm actively recruiting. You know what I'm saying?
He
We
said
get
no,
we getting
KB.
folks. Hey, look, we had a kid on here. So I host a show on Saturdays. Me and the guy Steve, and we host a college show. We talking about college recruits in high school and where they're going. We had a kid come on here, and he wasn't leaning toward Florida, but after the interview, he's starting to come over. So man, look, I'm gonna bring you. We gonna bring you back on when you start getting those phone calls, and hopefully my sound a little better. But we're gonna get you up here. But just keep doing good, man. Just have fun, and just enjoy the game, fall in love with the game, and you know, that's all you can do, man. Just have fun. That's what's important.
Well, I can dig it. I can dig it. Yeah, man. I want to thank you for coming on, man, and shout out to you, Miss Nelly, and shout out to you, Coach Cotton, and thank y'all for coming on and dropping these gems and dropping these jewels, and just let people know what y'all got going on up there in Delaware, man, and just really, just really being that vessel coach for the youth, man, to really let people know that we have programs out here for the youth. And I'm pretty sure coach is willing to connect with different organizations from state to state. And Amelia, like KB said, man, we're gonna be watching because you're gonna get that knock, and so we definitely gonna be watching because you know for you to already be ranked top 75. Listen, man, that's impressive. That's very impressive. And coach, I just want to say salute to you, and I just want to thank both of y'all for coming on. You have anything else, Crystal?
I don't. Thank y'all. Thank you, Amir. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. You got it. Awesome.
All right, coach. Until the next time, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe, and most of all, stay away from COVID.
All right.
Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. It was a pleasure being on here. I put my email in there, and I put my first name in there. So if y'all can add me, if y'all want to add me as friends on Facebook, that way I could definitely keep you posted with everything. Even the upcoming tournament. As well. Then any events, like I said, we do programs, outreach, mentorship programs, and then we just do things out there in the community, like I said, with the event coming up in April. But yeah, man, it was a blessing being on here again. I thank Janelle as well, and Amir for allowing me, her entrusting in me and allowing me to coach her son to the best of my ability. And I appreciate all you guys. Was it Crystal, KB, and Jacob? I thank y'all, man. It really was a pleasure. It really was.
Yes, sir. And I'll definitely be in touch with you, man, and I'll let you know when we're gonna bring you back because I want to get more into your mentorship program and how to build a mentorship program and things of that nature. And so I'll definitely reach out to you and let you know.
Okay, absolutely. Before I go, I don't want to take all the credit. Like I said, my brother Sam Cotton, President Will Wilmore, his wife Tanika Wilmore, we all actually sat down. A lot of time, we thought about this, we thought this through. So I want to give shout outs to them as well because they were a huge part in his mentorship program and Dream Elite as well. So
okay. Well, what you saying that, and just we'll set something up and we can see when all of you are available, and have all of you on for sure.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, man. Y'all take care. Wish you nothing but peace and blessings to you.
All right.
You as well.
All right, you too.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, guys. So that was a great interview live from the state of Delaware, by the way of Illy Philly. You know what I mean? Yeah, Illy Philly. So glad to see that. The inner city got a lot of stuff going on and got mentorship programs and stuff like that. So I'm glad to see that. So
Man, I would have loved to. Man, when I was younger, man, if you could have told me that I could travel and play football, man, that's amazing. Like just that exposure, because
Yeah.
you don't get to get that too often. So
And then what's so amazing about it, KB, is he checked grades. He ain't playing no games.
right.
If you want to play on this team, I need to know where them academics at. I need the A and B honor roll. You know, without the A and B honor roll, you can't play on this team. So he ain't playing no games.
I love
Burn
that,
with
man. I love that. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna be following them. And I'm gonna check them out, man, when they come to Dallas for sure. Cause I love little football, but seeing that connection there, I'm definitely go check them out, man.
Word. So man, that's all I have for the day, man. Y'all, we can get on out of here, man. We had a great interview, a really remarkable interview. So I'm definitely glad they came through this morning. Unless you got something else y'all want to talk about, something else y'all want to add.
Nah, I don't.
Nah,
All
go
right,
Gators.
so happy Sunday, praise the Lord, and go
Amen.
ahead and get your good Sunday dinner in and just relax for tomorrow, cause Monday morning coming real quick.
You just had to end it on that note, huh?
Yes, sir.
Lord have mercy. All right, guys.
All right.
All right, peace, guys.
All right.